Hi, I'm Emily Laidlaw of Your Tutoring Solutions, and today I'm talking about one of my favorite games. Now, I know I have a lot of favorite games because I like games, kids like games. Games lower the stress level, games remove some of the barrier to learning. So I love games, so I'm always making things into games, but I still need to be very, very, very productive because we have students coming to us who are sometimes many years behind grade level, and we need to get them going as quickly as we can. But so games have to be efficient. Here's what I have for you today. Let me show it to you. This one's actually free because I use it and I put it into my website. Let me show you what I've got here. I've put it into my website because I use it, so might as well let everyone else use it too. In my website, I have a section here that says teaching resources, and under there I have high frequency word games, and you can go to the various games. So in this page, I am taking high frequency words. Now, here's the thing. A lot of kids come to us, they have memorized sight words and still have no idea how to read. They don't know that words are comprised of sounds that are stuck together and that they can look at letters and transcribe it to sounds and stick the sounds together and come up with words. A lot of kids come to us only knowing the words that they've memorized. So I want to take, well, I use this for various reasons, but I often want to take what they know and help them realize that they know it so that they can then use it in novel situations. So a lot of kids come to us having memorized sight words, a high frequency word. So I'm going to take that and use it. This is also great for just reviewing high frequency words and to instruct in high frequency words and to assess high frequency words, but you make it into a game. So, anyway, this is the Fry 1 through 25, and I have on my site up through 100, and I'll put more of them here soon, but I have at least this much right now. And what I do is I play a point game. So, team one and team two, my student goes and I'm, students one and I'm the other. Or in class, what I've done like with this in class is I've used this and put two teams, split the class and we play it with teams. But here, when I'm playing with a student, I will play that the student is going to read the word. Now, they know these words, a lot of them. They've memorized the words, but that's not my full intent. My intent is to get them to bridge what they know so they can use it for what they don't know. So I want them to be aware of the sounds within the word. So they don't get a point for reading the word. They get points for telling me the sounds that comprise that word. And then we'll talk about what letter represents what letter is spelling that sound. So we'll do it like this. I'll say, okay, and this is just a spinner from random name spinner. Wheel of Names, that's what it's called. And so they'll say, oh, he. I said, great, what are the sounds? Because they only get points for sounds. And they'll say the sounds are, H-E. And I'll say, no, 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 those are letters. What are the sounds? And they'll say, oh. And we have to get down to what sounds actually come out of your mouth. And they'll finally say, E. And I'll say, great, two sounds, 2 points. Here you go, 2 points. And I'll say, oh, look, an E can say E at the end of a short little word. If they're older, I'll start introducing open syllables, just using some of the terminology. Not that I expect them to know it yet, but I'm going to start using the terminology so that they become familiar with, they've heard that term before. So when we go to teach open syllables, they've heard me say it. So, okay, good. And it's a h and an e, and if the word is he, good. And if they get it correct, I remove it from the wheel. If they don't get it correct, I can leave it in. So I say, okay, it's my turn. Now, here's the beauty. When I'm playing with a student, if they say the word before I do, they get to steal the points from me. Okay. So this encourages that rapidity. It encourages focus. Kids love stealing points from a teacher because there's like, oh, it's no fair playing against you. You know all of it. So this is your chance. So I'll say, the word is this. But if they say this before I do, it's like, oh, say the sounds. Okay, what are the sounds? And and they'll say, THIS. And I say, oh, no, no. You have to tell me the sounds. You only get points for sounds. And they'll say, the, is. Oh, good. Through. Let's say, is. Or sometimes they'll say, is. And I'll say, oh, wait. That's not what said. I didn't say this. Let's listen to ourselves again. What sound actually came out of your mouth? This. Oh, okay. Did you hear it? What was that first sound? Good. Okay. What are the sounds? Is. Perfect. 3 sounds. You stole it from me. Good for you. Ugh, I don't have any points yet. And now it's your turn. What's your word? And they'll say that, and now they're a little more focused, and it's at. Great. Everything is as we would expect. 3 sounds, 3 points. And we'll go on. Oh, my word. I got it. And if they say it before I do, they get to steal it from me. And if not, I'll say it. The word is R. And the sound is R. Now, if you're one that's used the fine, but most students come in from programs so that it's R as one phoneme, and the sound is R. Great. Oh, wait. What's that E doing there? That E's, you know what? That E's just making it longer. It's not doing anything else, is there? Is it? So I will start to point out the unusual spellings. Or if they say it, oh, the words are, and the sounds are. I was like, great, what's that E doing there? And they'll say, it makes the A say A. I say, oh, did it? Is R. I said, no. Okay. And I will tell them the E's there just to make it longer. So whoever got that point, if I get it, I'll take it. And here's my student's turn. Okay, this one they got it in. No problem there. They got it. And we'll go on. And let me just roll this until I get to one. Oh, you. Oh, what's the sound? Yi, ooh. And in this word, we have the OU to spell the ooh sound. Okay, that's not our most common way to spell ooh, but that's how we spell it in this word. And we'll go through and give points and identify sounds. Now, here's an interesting one. They'll say is, Hmm, I didn't say is. Listen again. Say it again. And they'll say is. What's the sound? What actually came out of your mouth? I hear the but what's the next sound that comes out of your mouth? Is. Oh, okay. How do we spell that z sound and get them to identify? Oh, we're using the S and it's spelling a z sound. Great. And we'll go through and give points and they get to play against me. Now, I include things like a wiggle or jumping jacks just to get people up and moving. And this is what I do for my kids because we need a little bit of movement. And we'll go on and we will identify sounds. So, for instance, if we had the word from and they're going to say from, and they'll usually say fr, or fr, what's the first sound? It's not fr, that's not one sound. And they'll have to split it and say fr, and they'll usually say ah. I said, oh, I didn't say that from. No, that's not what came out of my mouth. You say it again. Listen to yourself say it. From. Oh, what's the sound? The sound is and we can spell it in this word with an O. And we're identifying the tricky parts. And sometimes if it's really tough, if a tricky part is really tough, I'll give them an extra point for identifying it. And it's amazing how quickly they learn not only the words themselves to read the words, but to associate the letters to the sounds. Now, if I were to just go through a normal scope and sequence, I don't get to the O with the sound for quite a while. I don't get to an EY having the A sound for quite a while. But here I'll say, oh, yeah, the word is they. And in this word, we have the EY to spell A. Not very common, but we have it in this word. And so we're identifying not only that we have multiple spellings for every sound, and we have multiple sounds for many of the graphemes. So in the first 25, we have a A with a and we have a with a, oh, and this one. And I say and was and so we're already in the first 25 words, we're identifying multiple spellings for individual sounds and multiple sounds for individual spellings. Did I say that correctly? Anyway, you know the bidirectionality of phonemes to graphemes and graphemes to phonemes. Some of those very crucial skills we're going to get in right away using what they already know for the most part. Our students already know most of the first, quite a few of the fry words or high frequency words. And I'm going to use that to bridge to what they don't know. So as we're reading along and we get into authentic text as quickly as possible, it's okay if I say, oh, they pronounce was, and they'll say, oh, remember that one has the sound and the s is z. Remember that other sound for the s? In fact, it usually represents the z sound at the end of the word. So try that sound and they'll get it. And when they see this in other words, it's easier to relate from what they know to what they don't know when we point it out. Giving them the points, they love beating a teacher, they love beating me with speed. This is one of my most requested games from all of my students, whatever level. They love playing this game, and I hope it's helpful for you too. So I have the first 100 words here on my website. You can come here, and I've got these set up, and you can just play it on my website. And or you can use this idea. I've done it for years with chalkboard or whiteboard and using some kind of spinner or some kind of pick a word and play the game. But I have it here, and if you can use it, it's here for you to use, and you'll be surprised with how much fun they have connecting to the words, and you can teach so much in just a very quick time. And I use it to assess. So it's like, okay, I can see that the one word on this list, was people and could. And they did not know those words. So then I can explicitly teach those. We can practice those, spell them, whatever. And I can get through assessing these high frequency words, teaching them, playing with them, getting them to connect symbol to sound to meaning. I hope that's helpful. It's on my website. Go ahead, and while you're there, go ahead and look. I'm starting to put more resources up here in my teaching resources. I've got the games, I've got a set of letter tiles, I've got a little bit of blending, I've got a couple other games, Vowel Valley and sorts. I'm starting to put my sorts up here so that I have it all collected in one place, and other people can use it too. So I'll do a video about those coming up. Anyway, hope it's helpful. Thanks.